So poet is lamenting for his mother. He is remembering the day when his mother left him. He is saying to his mother that I was making tears for you, and at that time your spirit must have come for me, and it was consoling me, and you must have given me a kiss, perhaps a tear, if soul can weep in bliss. Ah, that maternal smile, it answers yes, and his mother answers, yes, I was there. I was consoling you, and I heard the bell tolled on thy burial day. Poet is asking to his mother that I heard the bell toll on thy burial day. I also heard the bell that toll on thy burial day, your burial day, when you died. I saw the heresy that bore thee slow away, and I also saw the heresy that cart that slow you down, that have taken it from me, that has taken your dead body from me slowly, and turning from my nursery's window, and I was sitting there in my window, and I was watching you, and I was hearing your bell tolled. So he is informing the whole process, the whole journey when his mother died, and the um, whole description of his lamentation. And turning from my nursery window, drew a long sigh, and wept, alas, dear. And I wept, I cried a lot when you left me, when I gave you last farewell. So it was the third stanza in which poet is lamenting for his mother. He is lamenting for the happy times, for the thoughts and feelings of his mother's love. Okay, now we should start from the fourth stanza. But was it such? It was, where thou art gone. Adieu and farewell are a sound unknown. May I but meet thee on that peaceful shore, the parting sound shall pass my lips no more. Thy maidens grieve themselves at my concern, often gave me promise of quick return. What ardently I wished, I long believed, and disappointed still, was still deceived by disappointment, every day beguiled, dupe of tomorrow even from a child. Thus may a sad tomorrow came and went, till all my stock of infant sorrow spent. I learned at last submission to my lot, but thou I less deplored thee, never forgot. So poet is asking to his mother that, but was it such? It was, when thou art gone. Yes, it was very real, and I accepted the truth of my fortune, my fortune, that I have given you a farewell with these type of sounds and process. May I but meet thee on that peaceful shore. But he is imagining that one day we will meet on a peaceful shore of the sea, and at that time the parting sound shall pass my lips no more. At that time there will be no parting sound. Thy maiden grieves themselves at my concern, and I often imagine that you comes to meet me at the peaceful shore, and your parting sound shall pass my lips no more. At that time no parting sound will be there, no toll, no bell ring will be there. Thy maiden grieve themselves at my concern, often gave me a promise of quick return. He says to his mother that often I imagine that you will come to meet me on a peaceful shore, and at that time there will be no parting sound, and again you suddenly disappeared and you promised me for a quick return, but you never return. What ardently I wished. I always wished for that we will meet someday. I long believed. It is my belief that someday we will meet on a parting shore. But disappointed still. But still I am disappointed. Why? Because you always deceived me. You never come to me. You never came to meet me. By disappointment every day beguile, and this disappointment make me beguiled. I feel like a deceived child, dupe of tomorrow even from a child. Thus may a sad tomorrow came and went. I always expect, I always hope that maybe tomorrow you will come, but till all my stock of infant sorrow spent. But now I am mature. I am not that much sorrowful as I was in my infant days, because I am young now. I learned at last submission to my lot. Now I have submitted to my lot. I have I have accepted my lot, my fortune, that you left me, but thou I less deplored thee. I will never forget you. But you will always close to me. I will always want to wish you and want to meet you. I will never forget you, my mother. So till now it is, I think, enough for today. Next part we will deal